And my guide said, watch him. So as I was watching him, his appearance began to change from a man who was in his 80s or 90s to a man who was in his 30s. And nobody told me why the age, why the 30s. But for whatever reason, we're in our 30s. And I don't know if it has to do with that was the age that Jesus died. I have no idea. But we're in our 30s. So that's what happens during the orientation. They just talk to them about where they're from. You finished your lifetime. Here you are back on the other side now. Well, when he was done with that, he stood up and he walked to the right and he stepped down 3 steps. They have columns between these orientation areas. So he stepped down and he walked into what I call the gardens, because it was the most beautiful gardens you could ever imagine. They were like English gardens, just beautifully manicured, and the most beautiful trees and flowers. And what I remember the most was the grass. The grass was absolutely emerald green, just gorgeous. And what happens is the reason that they go into the gardens when they cross over is that's where they have the reunions. Everybody that they've known in their lifetime, friends, loved ones, family, cousins, grandparents, everybody is there waiting for them when they cross over, and they have a reunion. And it's a big deal when somebody comes back from a life on Earth. It's a huge deal, because what I was told is that Earth, this planet, is the hardest of all of them. And I'll get to that for your audience in just a minute. But they have reunions and they welcome people back, and it's a really huge, big deal. So that was the first place he took me to, was the orientation center. And I think that he wanted to show me how the process actually works. You die, your body dies when it's your time to go. You go into the tunnel, go past the light, you're in orientation, you have an orientation session, then you meet with your family and relatives. So that was the first part. The next place he took me to was, this building was square, or I guess it was kind of rectangular square, and it had columns, beautiful white marble columns all around the outside of it. And I don't know why a lot of the places that he took me to look like Greek buildings, but they do. And the other side, that's not all that's there. The other side is, think of it like another planet, kind of like Earth, but it's perfect. There's no wars, there's no poverty, there's no hunger.